Do you remember last year's flu season? It was pretty brutal. Experts say it was one of the most severe flu seasons in a decade. And we've all been there. You're sick, you have a sore, scratchy throat, aches, fever, chills, an upset stomach. The good news is there is still time to prepare for this coming flu and cold season. There's a product that promises to be a total game changer. And right now, let's bring in Peter Gillooly, the CEO of the Wellness Company and the brains behind this emergency medical kit. Now, this isn't just a first aid kit. It comes stocked with prescription medications to treat dozens of common and serious illnesses. So there's no more waiting to see your doctor, sitting in a crowded urgent care, and lines at the pharmacy. Your prescriptions are right there in your medical emergency kit. Welcome, Peter.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us about the inspiration behind deciding on these medical emergency kits.
Yeah, during COVID, we saw millions of Americans be unprepared, not only for the pandemic, but for basic medical needs. And like you said, the cold and flu, which is always lurking in the background. So we really wanted to equip Americans, and we believe it's our own personal responsibility to take care of our own health. So we wanted Americans to have all these life saving critical medications in their own medicine cabinet so that when they wake up with a sore throat, a runny nose, they can treat those symptoms on demand when they're most likely to get better fast rather than laying in bed for days and days and hoping that they can ride it out.
Yeah, that's the ironic part is that, you know you should go see a doctor, but you feel so ill that you just don't want to get out of bed.
Exactly. No one wants to waste PTO being sick.
Do you need a prescription to get the kits?
You do. We have a 50-state telemedicine network that will prescribe these medications to you in your own name, and they're dispensed from our own pharmacy here located in the United States. So you're not worried about buying medications from some shady source online. All of these are legitimate medications that are dispensed by a real doctor who's licensed and will listen to your needs.
A lot of doctors say the reason that these medications are prescription is because they need to assess you before you take them. What do doctors say? What is their reaction to these medical emergency kits?
Yeah, the reaction has actually been largely positive. I think it's a really new concept that we're bringing to the market. All of these kits are prescriptions. So you actually are talking to a doctor when you receive the kit. And we give you a full guidebook within the kit to help you self diagnose and know how to safely use the medication in case you can't get on the phone with one of our doctors. But we feel it's so important that you have these things because, look, having the medications on hand that same day can make all the difference.
That's very true. How do folks order their medical emergency kit?
It's very easy. You go to twc.health or urgentcarekit.com/CA. That's going to bring you to the wellness company. You simply check out with the kit, then fill out a brief questionnaire, and our doctors will be in touch to prescribe your medication.
Let's say you have this, in case of a medical emergency, how long can you keep those medications around?
It's a great question and one we get all the time. The medication typically expire in 12 months, but you can look at the FDA's own shelf life extension program and see that dry medications such as these retain potency for 5 or more years. And if you use a medication in your emergency kit, you can order replenishment and get that medication refilled so you have a full kit on hand.
Oh, that's wonderful. All right. Well, Peter Gillooly, thank you so much for joining us. People can go to urgentcarekit.com/CA, the promo code CA, urgentcarekit.com/CA. Thanks for being with us.